Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the original Wave 1 of the Black Series, give you a retrospective of it that was released 10 years ago. Alright guys, thank you for joining us, and in today's video it's going to be really cool. We're going to look back at Wave 1 of the Black Series from Phase 1, and the figures you see right here on screen are the 4 figures that was released in Wave 1, which was released 10 years ago, so it's hard to believe it's been 10 years. We didn't start collecting Black Series until 2015-16. Yeah, our first Black Series figure was Poe Dameron from The Force Awakens, which was a pretty terrible figure.
Yeah.
And then we started picking up some Rogue One figures when Rogue One came out. And then what really got us in the Black Series was the 40th anniversary Star Wars figures. And it wasn't until then when we became full-time actual collectors, going out and we created our channel. That was about 5 years ago, or it's been over 5 years ago. In January, we created this channel and we became full-time Black Series collectors, and that's one of the reasons why we started our channel. So in this video, we're going to take a look at each one of the Wave 1 figures. And I remember when these came out back in 2013, and I think the first figure I saw was Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. And I remember looking at it in the box, and it was just like... I didn't think it was a very good figure. I didn't think it looked very good at all. And I was like, for the price of these, which is a lot cheaper than what they go for now. And I was like, I don't know. It just didn't look good. And I was like, this isn't Star Wars figure scale. I was like, this isn't even the right scale. I mean, Star Wars figures are 3.75. So, I brushed them off, and I didn't really care for them when they first came out. So it took a few years before the Black Series bug bit us. All right, before we start looking at each figure closely, let's take a look at the Phase 1 boxes. All right, so the Phase 1 boxes, I think they're quite a bit bigger than what we get now. For comparison, here is a Phase 4 box. It is the same height, but they are a lot wider, I think. Or at least with this beveled edge, they do look a lot wider. But, yeah, this was introduced. This is Phase 1. It had the orange stripe and had a huge window. You could see pretty much all around the figure almost, except for, the direct back of it. But the back of it had this kind of blacked out image from that involved the figure from one of the movies, whatever movie the figure was from. This is the Sandtrooper. So this was an image from when Luke is in the land speeder with the Sandtrooper surrounding it. No details on the sides. And this side had a huge window. So...
yeah, honestly, I think these boxes actually still hold up to today's, Phase 4 boxes with the whole, layout of it and the colors. And I really like how they had that Star Wars wall design on the inside of the box.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I just, seeing this huge window just... everything's going to plastic-free packaging now, and it's just not going to be the same. These figures need to be seen through the window like that.
Yeah, and also comparing this packaging to, the Black Series we have today, it just doesn't seem like Hasbro to me. I feel like looking back, or looking at this box now in today's standards, I feel like this is like a SH Figure Arts kind of box. Or like a Mayfix kind of box.
Yeah, it definitely has, more of a collector look and feel to the box, I think. All right, so first up we have Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit. And he comes with his helmet, lightsaber, which we have his hilt mounted on his uniform, and also with the lightsaber, the blue lightsaber. And he also comes with a pistol not pictured here.
I think this figure is pretty good for the time. This is the first Black Series figure ever made, and this isn't the original one we have here. This is the archive release, but it is pretty much exactly the same mold and everything, just with different paint apps on the face sculpt and different paint apps throughout the rest of the figure and stuff.
Yeah, the archive release, which is what we have here, is a huge improvement over the original release as far as, it has the digital or the photoreal paint apps, which really improved this figure.
Yeah, but looking back, this figure has, it's definitely showing its age, the articulation. It's definitely not the best, but for its time, yeah, it was pretty good. And then looking back at the old figure with the horrible looking face sculpt, which was a problem on pretty much every Black Series figure back then. It's definitely aged very badly, especially with the new and improved photoreal deco that they have now.
Okay, next up we have Darth Maul. And again, this is not the original Phase 1 figure. This is an archive release, which benefited from some updated paint apps on his face. Overall, excellent figure, I think. I like the combination of soft goods on his skirt and vinyl, soft vinyl. Kind of gives it a nice look where you get the soft goods and the molded vinyl pieces. And he came with his dual-bladed lightsaber, and also he came with an additional head sculpt under a huge vinyl cloak, which was really cool. So he's like you got the hooded head with this figure. So that was really cool addition, and I have no doubt in my mind that if this figure was released today, it'd be a deluxe figure with all these accessories. There's no way this would be a standard figure. And the way Hasbro's been doing so.
Yeah, they also probably wouldn't have put soft goods on there just because they don't really. I guess they forget about soft goods when adding it to figures like this that actually would benefit from it. Like Bib Fortuna, if you compare the new Black Series Bib Fortuna to the new Vintage Collection Bib Fortuna, it's kind of unfair. I mean, like, seriously.
Yeah. And Darth Maul's gotten released several different times after this. Different, not this figure, but a different version of Darth Maul. The newest one has the mechanical legs, which we haven't come across yet. So I'm not sure when that figure is going to hit. But
I believe it's from the comics, I think.
I believe so. All right, next up we have the Sandtrooper number 3. And this one actually is the Phase 1 figure because it was never released in the archive line. And by far, this is my favorite figure from Wave 1. This is just a totally awesome figure. I love the paint apps and the dirt wash and stuff on it. This is just such a cool figure, and it came with so much accessories. It got the huge Sand Troopers backpack. Also, he came with this T-21. He also came with an E-11 and also another rifle, the DL-19, I believe.
Yeah. So definitely would have been a deluxe figure if it was released today, which, speaking of, they definitely need to remake this figure with the new Stormtrooper mold. I mean, this old mold is showing its age, and this is the only Sandtrooper figure we've ever gotten in the Black Series besides, re-releases of it.
Yeah, there's other releases with the different color Polterons. The orange Polteron is my favorite by far. But just look at the paint apps and dirt wash on this. It's so good. Even on the back of the figure is fully covered.
Yeah,
you don't see that today in Hasbro's new figures.
This was before Hasbro used like digital printing on their figures, and they used actual paint to do dirt washes and stuff, which definitely looks a lot better in my opinion. I feel like they should continue to do that. Yeah.
All right, and the final figure of Wave 1 is R2-D2. This is a nice figure. I like it. A lot of people complain about the size, but I kind of like it. I think it's a good representation of R2-D2. This is actually the 40th anniversary Star Wars figure, so I'm not sure how it compares to the original figure as far as paint apps and stuff. But this one came with all the accessories. We don't have the accessories out on this one, but he came with all kinds of accessories like these scopes and stuff that came out of the top.
Luke's lightsaber that could stick up out of there.
Yeah.
And
he has the little doors that open with the arms that come out. That's really cool. He has some slight dirt wash on the feet, but other than that, he's pretty clean.
Yeah, and a gimmick that, I guess it's a gimmick that Hasbro kind of made up with this figure is instead of making the third wheel a, detachable, they just made it to where you spin the dome and it will pop out like that, which they've done that on every astromech droid they have ever released to date. I think they've used the same mold, just with different head molds and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if they should do away with this or not. I really don't see an issue with it. I know some people don't really like it all too much, but I don't really see an issue with it. I think it's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the colors are there. I like the mold is fairly nice. Yeah, I enjoyed this R2-D2 a lot. There have been some other releases. There was the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary one that was mud coated from Dagobah. And I think that's the only other release that we've gotten of R2-D2 in the Black Series.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have that one. Actually, we have it on card, but we don't have it loose. I'd definitely like to get one loose to add to our collection.
We do have R5-D4 though, which is pretty much the same exact figure from the head, or from the bottom of the dome down, which has a different dome on it.
All right, so there you have Wave 1 of the Black Series. Nice assortment of figures, I think. I'm kind of surprised that Darth Vader wasn't in Wave 1, and actually Darth Vader didn't show up until Phase 2, which was the next year, which was kind of weird, because you would think Darth Vader would be one of the first figures they would do.
Yeah.
But as far as these figures, the Sandtrooper by far is my favorite, I think. I really like R2-D2, but the Sandtrooper just has so much coolness there. I really like that one. Alex, which one is your favorite one?
I gotta go with the Sandtrooper as well. Obviously, it's using that old Stormtrooper molding that I guess was pretty good back at the time, whenever, the new and improved one that is worlds better today is now out. But yeah, just everything about that figure is really nice, just the dirt wash and the accessories and everything. It would have definitely been in a deluxe figure if it was released today.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us on this video. Please give this video a like. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us what figures are your favorite from Wave 1 of the Black Series. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We'd love to have you a subscriber. We are coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and once we hit that number, we're going to be doing a Black Series, or actually a giveaway of Black Series figures and Vintage Collection figures. So please subscribe, and Alex, take us out.
May the Force be with you always.